Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, as Lina just said, probably many of you have not been there when the earthquake happened. And fortunately, I went back. I was back for holidays, and the disaster just happened. It was not that severe in Chengdu, which was where I was staying, but the places around the center of the earthquake were really bad. And after around 2 weeks, I decided to go with a small group of people, which were not really any particular organization. We went there and basically spent our own money to provide some donations, and also we spent our money on transportation. I'm gonna briefly talk about 3 different places we went. So the first one is a temple. Okay, so first of all, on our way, so we drove our cars there. So on the way, I smell a really weird smell. I didn't know what it was, and they told me it was the smell of blood, because of the people who were still buried under the ground. And we went to the temple. It was like a small yard. I don't know if you guys have seen those kind of yards before. It was like lots of houses around a small little flat area. And the houses were all destroyed. And people there, they had nowhere to sleep. They had to sleep on the ground. And we provided some tents. And also because it was summer and everyone is sleeping in the little area, we have to be aware of the disease and also like heat stroke. So we provided some medicines as well. The second place I went was an infant hospital. And again, like most buildings were either destroyed, like totally collapsed, or they were in danger. Which means not only you cannot live there, it can fall anytime. You have to be aware of it, like always, because it can fall anytime. So babies there had nowhere to live. And also because of the earthquake, they were really scared and they were really moody. It's hard to settle them down. We provided some medicines from UK, which was a really good tranquilizer for babies. And they tried it and it worked pretty well. And we provided, they had some tents, but it was not enough. So we provided some tents for them. Yeah, so the third place I'm gonna talk about was a school. Again, like we went there, it was like buildings were just destroyed, and they were just teaching like outside. And we gave them tents and also some candies, because the children were in a like disaster mood for a long period of time since the earthquake happened. And also because people were always talking about aftershocks, and no one is really, a third of population in Chengdu actually went away to somewhere else just because they were scared of the aftershocks. So yeah, so we provided some candies and pencils and erasers and stuff. So a little story I remember was an old lady, around 60-year-old. She came and asked for pencils and erasers for her 7-year-old grandson and a 5-year-old granddaughter who lost both their parents during the earthquake. I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, but it just happened. They had to accept it when they were at such a young age. So I think the earthquake is really, the impact of earthquake is really huge. So the government could not really cover every single place. So I think it's everyone's responsibility to try their best to help as much as possible. And lastly, I want to thank the CCCYC to give me the opportunity to share my experience from Sichuan, and thank everyone to come here. Thank you.